This is the story of when Drew was apple punched right in the face. Before we go into this, Drew is the nicest human being I've ever met.
JT Bear, yep, go!
He'll say yes to anything and everyone, always down to help a friend, and for whatever reason, when Drew and I go out together, the most absurd,
Get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
bar!
get the fuck
and
out.
that,
weird,
you're not taking my cat away from me!
whatever you want to call it, the most memorable events happen when we're together. So, this particular night is a 219 party, senior year. We were doing a weird combination for drinks. We were doing Monsters with Everclear because some chick we knew, it was either her or her dad, had a sponsorship for all those like Reign and Monster energy drinks. So she's bringing these things over by the bundle. And we didn't have any alcohol, so we just used some leftover Everclear bottles from, a few weekends ago. So we did this combination a couple times, and the combination of Everclear and energy drinks is so like beyond comprehension. Like you're sloppy drunk, but you're wired. Like it's a very weird combination. And throughout the night, I think everyone probably has the weekends where you're just on cloud nine. Like things are different that night. Something happens where you're just on another level. And Drew has his friend Doug come up from high school. I think that was his name. Sorry if I get your name wrong, Doug. But they win like 14 consecutive games of beer pong. Like every time I came in the room, he's like, "We won another game." Like Drew is just having the night of his life tonight, okay? And we're all pretty trashed because our other friend Kenny, who rather intense human being, like always ready to amp it up for the boys, he is handing out Everclear shots followed by a Monster energy drink chaser. So we're all just like intense, aggressively drunk. And at the end of the night, when the party's shutting down, Kenny's girlfriend comes over and says, "Hey, do you care if I use your megaphone to kick people out?" Now, that megaphone meant a lot to me. It was a sick cherry red megaphone. Got it at Kohl's for like $20. Had a bottle opener. Like, this megaphone was the shit, okay? So I'm like, yeah, you can use my megaphone. But in my head, I'm like, you better take care of that megaphone. Later on, this megaphone was stolen by people in my own fraternity. What kind of brotherhood is that? Anyway, back to the story. So Kenny's girlfriend is yelling at people, "Get out of here, get the fuck out," jokingly. Not bad, just get out of our house, no big deal. And we appreciated the help. So this group of girls is leaving, and I guess she didn't like the way Kenny's girlfriend delivered the message of leaving. So now this exchange starts. Next thing you know, there's a full-on cat fight going on. Now, Kenny's girlfriend, I would put my money on Kenny's girlfriend to kick pretty much any other girl's ass. I wouldn't mess with her. So this fight starts taking place, and you see like Kenny kind of get in to try to break it up as it goes out onto the front porch into the front yard, and I go out there with my girlfriend because I'm in my head. I'm like, oh shit, I got a megaphone back. I know it sounds bad, but again, I love that megaphone. So we go out, and here comes the trashed Drew coming out onto the porch to help, and being the usual peacemaker, he kind of gets in between. So Kenny's got his hands up, kind of dodging punches from this girl, and she's a big girl that's trying to fight Kenny's girlfriend. Like, she's a stocky little woman, and she's throwing hands. Okay, like I'm aggressively throwing punches, and obviously like none of us are gonna hit her, so we're just kind of putting our hands out like, whoa, whoa, whoa. My megaphone handle gets broken off, and I'm like, oh shit. So I grab my megaphone, and luckily it still was working. I just lost my, bottle opener on the bottom. Anyway, so I get my megaphone, and as I turn around, Drew has stepped up into the middle of Kenny's girlfriend and this girl. So Kenny's girlfriend kind of, she's trying to throw hands, and Kenny pulls her back. And this girl, she's been throwing haymakers with her iPhone in her hand. So like, imagine, your normal fist, but then you put an iPhone in there, so like a little bit of extra weight, plus it's like a glass/metal thing. So like, that's a tough punch coming at you. And I call it an iPhone punch, Apple punch, because it's an iPhone. So this girl cocks back, and as Drew kind of turns and it was like in slow motion for me for some reason. I'm holding my broken megaphone, looking at Drew, who's trying to break up this fight, and all of a sudden this girl just, boom, like right in the side of the head, boom, drills him. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like he got hit. Like his head like cocks back. It like at first like I'm like, oh man, he really got drilled, and then he just like doesn't even react to it. Like his head flies back, and he just kind of looks around, and we go back inside, and the fight disperses, and I'm like, dude, like in my head, I'm like, Drew just got fucking clocked. Like, he got hit hard, and like nobody like acknowledged it. I was like, he just got drilled. So we go back inside, and Drew cut it on the side. He's talking to me and my girlfriend and Doug. I think it was Doug. He looks at us and goes, "Hey, Thomas, did I get punched?" And I'm like, "Yes, you got rocked by an iPhone punch, dude. Like, you got hit in the side of the head so hard and didn't even like react to it." And I just like, we all just bust out laughing. And I think my favorite part about it is Drew's like, "You know what? This has been a great night. We won like 14 games of beer pong. Let's go to the bars." And then that was the rest of the night. But oh my gosh, like, Drew, you are fucking hilarious, dude. And that's one of my favorite stories from my senior year of college.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was right around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and big, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more.
Dude, this was a great time.
How do you think that went?
That went fucking good. That went better than I thought it was gonna go. I thought we were gonna have to redo it a couple times. 17:51. Didn't feel that long.
And
No.
I was like, damn, we had like,
Do you feel like that went natural?
yeah.
I thought that was fucking good.
That was
Yeah.
really good.